Now that we got the back stitch down, I'm going to show you how to make these adorable name shirts. So you can put them on sweatshirts or regular shirts, use different fonts. They're so easy, so let's go. First, I just like to measure the piece of clothing that I want to put the name on, just so I can get an idea of how big I can actually get the name. I use my Cricut, but you can definitely just freehand cut these if you don't have the Cricut machine. This machine can do so much more than I actually know how to do with it, but I do use it for some of the products in my Etsy shop or just to make t-shirts for my kids. So if you want a more in-depth video on how to do more stuff on Cricut, you can let me know in the comments and I can work on that. I get this felt from Joann Fabrics. I believe Hobby Lobby has it too, and you're just going to put it in your Cricut machine and use the rotary blade to cut it, not the fine point blade like it says that you can. That does not work. Just be careful peeling the felt off because felt is kind of stretchy and it will stretch out and not go back to its original shape. I always start by ironing the fabric so that there's no wrinkles underneath the thread or the felt or whatever you're using for your project. Under here is just an ironing mat, and the stains on here, it's just glue. I'll show you why in a second. But this mat comes in really handy because my office is not big enough for a full ironing board. I use a small sheet of wax paper just to stick in between the two layers so that we can protect the back of the shirt when we glue the felt down. With nothing on the felt, I just line it up to see where I want it before I actually glue it down. Then I take Fabric Fusion permanent fabric glue. I get this at Michael's, Joann Fabrics, Hobby Lobby. Any craft store will have it. Then I just trace a tiny amount on the back of the letters. Then I line it up before pressing it down. This is why I like having the wax paper underneath because the glue does seep through the bag and a little bit on top of the felt. You could skip the glue and just have the felt be held on by your stitches, but if you want it to last longer through all the washes, especially if this is for kids, you definitely want to add the glue. Now it's time to stitch. I use a hoop. Some people don't like using hoops. I think that it's such a hassle to not use a hoop. This is an 8-inch hoop for this name, which won't fit the whole name, but I can just move the hoop over as I get to that side of the name. Now I just need a needle, thread, and scissors. I use 2 strands of thread and then double it up so it'll be 4 and tie a knot like I do with all my other stitches. I found this little silicone thimble because poking the needle through the glue, it's not super hard, but it's not easy, so this just helped protect my finger. For the stitches at the beginning and the ends of letters, you want to make sure that you hold down the felt. Some parts where the glue is a little bit thicker underneath, you have to really push the needle through and you can actually accidentally rip the felt up. So you just want to be careful and hold on to the felt as you go. I just freehand this and keep the thread in the middle of the letters. If you felt more comfortable, you could also trace a line with a removable ink or an air erasable ink. And I just continue the back stitch that we've already learned, so I'm just going to speed this up so you guys don't have to sit here and watch me stitch this whole entire name. When I get to a crossing like this, I go over the first strand of thread just like I do in all my other projects. Just adds a bit of texture and I like the look of it. I just moved the hoop over so I could finish this letter, and now that we are at the end of this shirt, this is seriously it. It's so easy and they're very cute. If you have any questions about it, you can comment below. I'm still figuring out YouTube. I haven't got a lot of notifications on comments, but I will go back and look and answer any questions. I have a ton of these on my Instagram with different colors. There's a ton of felt out there. They're so much fun to do. I just double knot it in the back to secure it, just like with all my other projects. My son's sweatshirt is about a year old. He wears it all the time. It's been through the wash a million times. You can iron it, put stain remover on it. The cutest shirts ever.